All right, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys had a fantastic week. We are here again for our Saturday business roadmap to success call. Every Saturday, we come together to learn the steps that a new distributor would take in order to be successful in this business, how to really set up your new person so that they know exactly what to do next. They know how to share. They know the steps required to get to that first rank and then to help other people get to that rank as well and build duplication. The reason this training was created is, first of all, when you're new to something, you need training, right? You don't just start a new job and have no idea what to do. And a lot of times in network marketing or in home business, when you join a new company, you kind of just get thrown in and you're told to go into your back office, learn everything, and just start going. And that doesn't work, right? You need to know the steps. You need to know what it looks like. You need to know what's required. And you need that handheld guidance to success. That's why we believe at New You Life, we do things a lot differently here, where you have that support, you have direction, and you have people showing you and answering questions. And this call to come to every single Saturday where you can tune in and hear it over and over again. Or maybe you're just replugging in, right? Maybe you've had your New You Life business, you've been on the products for a while. You're coming back in and saying, okay, I want to build this now this year. 2024 is when I want to build this business and see what's possible. And we also designed this training because a lot of distributors are resistant to recruiting into the business if you don't feel like you know how to show somebody how to have success. It may be your first person you're bringing in. Maybe you haven't quite achieved what you're looking to do here. Or maybe we just kind of have that mental block where we go, oh no, somebody said yes, now I don't know what to do with them. And that can really hinder your business growth and your own personal growth as well. So there's two reasons we created this. We talk about the new distributor, and then we talk about what to do when you bring a new distributor in. And then we start every single Saturday with celebration. So I'm going to actually open up my slides here. Oops, this is not the right one. This is Doug's slides from last week. 1 second, guys. Here we go. And slideshow. There we go. So as we said, this is your roadmap to success. We're going to celebrate some people that have come into the business. We've got, I'm sure I'm going to get these names terribly wrong, and I apologize right now. Karen Engelage. Danny, do you want to help me with that one? Am I saying it right? Angelage? Paul Chukwuma, Lynn McGowan, Carol Dillon, and Stephanie Lavalley. Welcome, guys, to our team, to our family. We're so excited to have you here. You guys have all raised your hand to make a decision to partner with us here at New You Life, to really say, yes, I see the vision here. You see what we saw. You're excited to do this with us, and you're excited to build your business. So we're excited to have you here. We want you to feel warm and welcome as you listen today. And I know some of you are engaged in on this call today. We want you to know that every leader that you hear speak today, everybody that you hear from, we're all available to you. So if you have questions or you want to connect with us afterwards, absolutely reach out. We definitely encourage you to do so and to feel like you're a part of the family right away. Team members with new distributors, Danny Licciardi, Dr. Abbas, myself, and Mark Gonsalves. Congratulations, guys, on taking the steps to build your business. That's what we're here for, is to share this, not only just the products, but the New You Life opportunity. The opportunity for additional income, the opportunity to have success, and really sharing the uniqueness of New You Life. The fact that we've got a product that has no competition out there, a very unique global opportunity. And with Dr. Abbas being here, that you can see that he's from Lebanon and back and forth from UK. This is growing globally in a huge way. And so being able to share that with people, we're unlike anything else out there. So congratulations on sharing, guys. And then members with new customers, we've got Diane Ruggiero, Danny Licciardi, and myself. So congratulations again on sharing the products. These products are life-changing. We're seeing different results. The Tri-MLT just launched January 11th. We're seeing incredible testimonials come through. If you haven't seen Curtis Perry's photos, you definitely want to see those after 3 weeks and the results that he's had. But this product and the marketing that we're seeing out there, and Peg created that video with, everybody taking their shot. It's working. And so it's just sharing that more with people, sharing the results with people, sharing how simple this is and why hormone weight loss is working, and also why the gel is working. So congratulations, everybody. Now I get to pass it over to Nancy. Nancy's one of the coordinators here. with New You Life, and she is going to share with us. We're going to go into now steps 1 through 5. What is our simple system? We talk about systems. Systems are important. People need to follow systems. People like to be led down a journey. People like to be shown what to do. So we go through right now steps 1 through 5 of what it takes to become a successful distributor here with New You Life. So Nancy, if you want to start with steps 1 through 3, we'd love to hear from you.
Okay, sure. What we do when you finally have talked to somebody and you decide if they're ready to join, you go into your back office, your dash, and hit enroll distributor. And then when you do that, the best thing to do is, if you can, have them go into your back office as well. Just give them your link, your website, and they can follow along, or they can do it themselves. It just depends on what everybody is most comfortable with. So what you do is you have them, so when you hit enroll distributor, they're following along with you. And then you want to get them, to them to pick your market. So basically it'll be USA or any of the other countries that we have, and which shipping country you're going to want to have. And then the next step is to help them decide what package they're going to want to do. When we started out 6 years ago, it was just the Somaderm. And now we have all these other great products, and some of them are in a form now that with the MLT package, you can do tri-MLT and the MLT. That's great. You can do the 8 bottles of the Somaderm, 1 bottle of Somaderm, or mix it up. And basically people are going to tell you what they're interested in. We've got the new Soma Night, that might be something. And then the Soma Plus, which is for the pain. So really it's just a matter of getting people to decide what they really want to do and how much they can afford. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is talk to them about setting up their auto ship. We want to stay active. You need to stay active to get commissions. You want to have 140 points each month. The best way to do that has always been in the past, say, okay, get 1 bottle of the gel. That's $140. That's 140 points. And then if they've already got the 8 bottles, they might want to go to something else. So the tri-MLT or the MLT and the tri-MLT will be in there, or what other products they might want. So basically, after they have decided what they want to do, they're going to just get this coming to them each month, and then they don't have to worry about commissions. So that's pretty much it for the first step 3.
Perfect. Thank you so much,
Sure.
Nancy. So guys, Nancy just led you through steps 1 through 3. And again, this is a 5-step system. So if you're here today and you're already a distributor with us, chances are you've done at least steps 1 and 2. Make sure you're set up for auto ship, because you don't want to miss out on those commissions. Or if you're here and you're just observing, somebody's invited you to our Saturday call, and you're here taking a look at the team, at the systems that we have. This is how easy it is to get just those first 3 steps done. I'll be changing a bit of the slides for next week so that we show actually how simple it is and to enroll just from your back office. And one thing I really want to drive home is that business fee, that $59 that you pay for your distribution, the distributor pack. There's so much that's included there. You've got your back office business. You're able to track everything that's going on. You know exactly where you're at in your business, but you also get incredible training. And this team is very unique in the way that we have leaders who come in and train, who have been trained, for many years, who come in and give all of their expertise. And really that's available to anybody who joins. So it's like you're purchasing also like a package on training when you get your business here with New You Life, because we want to see not just your business grow, but also you grow from the inside out, right? We want to see the products work with you, but we want to also work on your mindset, where you are, where you want to go. We want to know your goals and dreams, and we train you to get there. So it's a whole part of what we do. So thank you, Nancy. Now I'm going to go into step 4 here. So now step 1 through 3 are complete. What does step 4 look like? And that's simply to get to promoter. So if you're taking a look, or maybe you haven't looked yet at our compensation plan, we are a binary compensation plan. It means that you're building 2 teams, one on your right and one on your left. To get to promoter, that's just getting your first 2 people, one on each side. And so when you're coming in, or you're taking a look, or you've already joined, who are the first group of people that you would go to, your closest people that you would go to and say, hey, Peg, I've done something exciting. I've joined a new business. They've got incredible hormone health products. I'm so excited about it. You're one of the first people I thought of to share this with. I would love to have you come and take a look either on our Wednesday call, or I can send you some information from my app. Who are those people that you want to go to? And who could you share this with? So maybe it's 5, 10 people that you could go to and share that with and get them into our tools, get them exposed to what we're doing, and get to promoter. And we're going to help you to do that. There's many different ways you can share what you're doing here. First of all, we have Empower House Facebook group. It's a group where we're all in there. We're sharing some inspiration. We're sharing some replays. We're sharing some training. We're sharing some results and some testimonies for both business and the products. It gets people exposed to the community, right? The culture of who we are. What we have here at New Life is such a unique culture. It's already there for you to tap into, and a lot of people aren't getting that, right? They're not supported by a community of people who want to see them grow, who want to hear about their dreams. A lot of people are just going to their 9 to 5, and there's nobody sitting next to them that's saying, hey, how much money would you like to make this month? Or what are your goals? Or what are you working towards this year? Nobody's asking those questions, right? So coming into the Empower House group and getting around this community gets them exposed to just a better circle of people who really want to encourage them to grow. Invite them to the live presentations. Paul had shared right at the beginning, I don't think it was in the recording, but we have presentations that happen during the week, 3 different kinds. Of course, Saturday at 11 o'clock Eastern, this is where you come and get plugged into the team. It's like setting a business meeting for yourself, right? This is where you plug in, you get fed, you hear some of the same training every single week. Yes, it's very repetitive, but you're plugging in your new people. You're here supporting people. You're here celebrating people. So invite them to Saturdays. Mondays, as he said, is mindset training. There's network marketing training. There's how to recruit training. We're going to be doing a massive series over this year on just incredible trainings that you can plug into that just take your business and your mind to that next level. And then on Wednesdays, Peg and I usually most Wednesdays at 1:30 do a presentation in the afternoon for people who need an afternoon presentation. And then also at 9 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays, we do a bigger opportunity presentation where Paul and Curtis and Danny and I come in and we go through the entire company, the history of the company, how it grew, where we're at, why the products. We go much more deep into the products and share with you testimonies and why they're working. And you hear from some different people on why they're here. So definitely mark those down. Those are the places that you want to be inviting to. Use the tools in our app. So if you've signed up with us, if you're a distributor, make sure you have your app. Get to the person who brought you in. They'll help you with that and make sure you know how to use it. You can use videos, you can use PDFs, you can share anything. And the great thing about our app is if I send Peg a video and I say, hey, she's looking at Somaderm, right? Here's a video I want you to take a look at. When she watches it, I get notified. So I know when Peg is watching it. Yesterday, I was getting notifications from somebody who I'd sent something to the night before, right? All of a sudden, I know when she's taking a look, which is great. It's like, oh, okay, so I'm going to message her and say, hey, I saw that you were taking a look at everything. What'd you think? When do you want to hop on the phone again to chat? So it keeps your business moving. It's like a little, it's your business in your hands, really. It's fantastic. Starting 5-way conversations. What this means is use the people around you to help you to build. So if I am, having a conversation with Peg and she's taking a look at Somaderm or the business, I'm going to start a chat with Peg and 3 other people. And I'm going to start the chat either if I'm talking to her on text, I'm going to start a group text. If I'm talking to her on Facebook, I'll start a group messenger chat. And I'm going to bring people in and I'm going to say, hey, Peg, here's Loanne and Dr. Abbas and Nancy. And, Peg is taking a look at Somaderm or Peg is taking a look at the business. Could you guys jump in and just share with Peg your experience with New Life, your experience with Somaderm, your experience with Tri-MLT? And all 3 of those people are going to come in over time. It's not going to be immediate, but over the next 24 hours, each one of them is going to jump in and say, oh, hey, Peg, great to meet you. I'm Nancy. Here's my experience. And what that does is that shows Peg that, first of all, I didn't have to do all the selling, right? I didn't have to remember why Dr. Abbas is here or what Loanne's results are or what Nancy's experiencing on the products. They're doing that for me. It shows Peg that I have support. It's third-party validation for our products or business. And it also shows Peg that she doesn't need to know everything to be able to build this herself. or to be able to share the products herself, right? It shows her that there is support. So we really want to be using these chats. Don't hesitate to use this method. It works. It's proven to work, because at the end, I could jump in after all three of them have shared, and I could say, hey, Peg, I could say, thanks everybody for sharing. Hey, Peg, do you have any questions before you're ready to get started? And that's it. You're collecting that decision as we walk through these things, and as we walk through a lot of trainings that we do, collecting that decision is important. So we're getting you to that step of a decision after those three people have come in and shared their experience. And that's very important, because that's usually the one step we all miss, is collecting the decision. We dance around it. We are afraid to ask for that decision. Do you have any questions before you're ready to get started? It's a very natural next step, and we like to show people systems and steps, and that's how people like to be led. So don't be afraid of that. Make sure to use that. And then follow the 5/5, which is coming up with our Paul Capozio. He's going to share with you our DMO on how to do this every single day, how you can fit this into your day. We don't like to say that it doesn't take time to build your business. It 100% does. We're not going to pretend that it doesn't take a little bit of effort, a little bit of sacrifice, and a little bit of motivation to do the things that you need to do every single day, but we keep it very simple for you in another system that you can follow. So this is it. Step 4 is to get to promoter. Very simple. And now Lynn Laporte is going to share the next step here. Step 5, helping your team through steps 1 through 5. Lynn, could you jump in and share what duplication looks like when you have that happening?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So as everybody has said, our system is very simple. You start with new connections. Paul will go over the 5/5. You want to connect with 5 new people a day. And if you're someone that likes a PDF or something that you can follow that you don't have to create, our blueprint for success in your dash or in your app, there's a sheet already made out. So if this is you, download it and find a way. You can do through social media. You can go through your phone and see who you may know, like, and trust that you would want to partner with and work with. Connect with them if you've not connected with them about the business. And once you start connecting with them, then you can start natural conversations, whether it be warm market, cold market, social media. Again, the blueprint for success. We have a worksheet. It's worksheet 3. It says connect, share, invite. And you can, I'm sorry, my screen's blurred, so it doesn't show it, but it's in your app and it's in your dash. And then new exposures. That sheet number 3 also allows you share a video, start a group chat, as Angel said, whether it be text or Facebook Messenger. Somebody that recently started to engage, we've been doing that this past week, connecting with myself, with her prospect, with our upline. So it's really a good way to get people's defenses, I find, to come down a little bit when you have other people chiming in and sharing their experience. And then follow-ups. If you're not going to follow up, I highly recommend you might not want to reach out. The fortune really is in the follow-up. So you want to keep a list of the people you're reaching out to. You want to keep just notes, because the more people you start reaching out to, you can't always remember the fine details. And so I actually create a contact in my phone, even if I don't have their phone number, and put their name, and then just keep updating the notes. Like if they share with me, they have 3 kids, a dog, they're a single mom, they're an esthetician, they're an entrepreneur. I like to keep notes, especially if they're a cold market and I'm just getting to know them. It's just a way for me to get to remember about them. So when I do engage with them, I can ask them genuine questions and then collect decisions. And yes, it can be awkward to collect decisions depending on the situation, but you're not in this alone. You have your sidelines, your mentor. We're in this together. So if you need help collecting a decision, before you reach out, ask someone. I always say you can never ask too many questions, and you can, never ask. If you need to ask the same question more than one time because I'm not explaining it right, or you're not absorbing it right, ask again. There's no dishonor in that. So I hope you find success in our simple system, and I'll turn it over to you, Angel.
Here I am talking and I'm muted. That's really it, guys. So the 5 steps, and thank you so much, Lynn. I said that while I was still muted, but that was excellent. And so, guys, this is the simple system, right? Steps 1 through 5, helping your team members go through these steps. If you ever recruit somebody and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with them, come back to this training, plug in every Saturday, be here and be here and be here so that this becomes habit. So you never have to ask yourself, what did Angel train on? What did Lynn say? What did Nancy say? What are steps 1? Where do I even start? Make sure you know this 5-step system. This creates duplication. The more you help each person get to step 4, get to promoter, and then you help the next person get to that place, and more, you're building that duplication. And also, some of you coming here today may have been in New You Life for a while. You've done steps 1 through 3. Hopefully you're on auto ship, because that's, you want to be active for commissions. But maybe you're at step 4 right now and you've been here for 3 years. That's okay. Get yourself to promoter, get those next 2 people to promoter, get those next people to promoter, and build that duplication and volume. And you're going to strike gold, guys. You're going to have somebody that comes in that just runs away, doesn't need your help. They know, they get it, they share, they have a great center of influence with people. That's what you want to hit. You want to strike gold, but you don't start striking gold until you start sifting for it. And sifting for it means building these duplication patterns in your team of getting people to promoters. So thank you so much, guys. I'm going to pass it over to Peg Tucker now. Peg is going to share with us. She's an incredible leader here with the team and with New You Life. And she just celebrated her 6 years yesterday. Everybody open up and cheer Peg on and wish her happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Peg.
Anniversary. Yay.
Thanks, guys. Thanks,
Yeah.
Angel.
I'm
Anniversary.
going to ask you to take over this slide here on what to do when you have a new distributor, Peg.
Absolutely. So, first of all, if this slide applies to you, congratulations, you've got somebody working with you. To me, this is where the fun starts. This is where you get to help people grow, right? And so 2 things, get excited. 2 things to get excited about. Not so much excited for yourself, excited for them, excited for the potential that they have, right? And also excited that you have this system to plug them into, because it's the roadmap to success, right? And we make it easy for you. So show them how to log into their back office. You can do that right when you're signing them up. You can do a screen share with them, show them how to, where to find what their volumes are, where to find as people are coming into their team. You want to get them to download the app right then, because if they put it off, sometimes they'll forget about it. Their login name and password is going to be exactly the same as the way they log into their into their back office. I loved what Lynn said about there being the printable materials in our app. Like, that's a really good point. Like, everyone's looking for a tracking system, right? And we've got that in there. I was just having a conversation with Paul this week about, I wanted to make a video myself, what my experience has been on our new product. And I was trying to figure out how to share that. And Paul reminded me, I'll probably just upload it to YouTube and put it in the app. So when people ask me, well, tell me more about the product, I can tell them. I can have a video loaded into my app and I can see that they watched it. And there's a click through link to, if they want to find out more on my website. So the app is priceless. So make sure that people are using that. You want to get them to mark their calendar for this call. The things that we learn here, the things that your new person will learn are absolutely priceless. When Angel just went through the prospect experience and kept referring to, and when I tell Peg, I was seeing myself in that position, and it felt very professional. It felt very much like it was about me, and it felt very simple. So the things that you learn here and your new people are going to learn here, you want to make sure that they're plugged in. Schedule a call with them after they attend this call, because they will have questions. And the other thing you want to do on that call is they put their trust in you, right? They're locking arms with you. You want to make sure that you know where they are at, what means the most to them right now, how much time they have to dedicate to this, what they want out of it, so that you can meet them where they're at and go with them from there. So thank you, and back to you, Angel.
Thank you so much, Peg. That was awesome. And I saw that Karen just joined our chat and empower house. So that's exactly what we want to have happen, right? Getting engaged with the team. So welcome, Karen, to the chat. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now we're going to go over to compliance. We've got Diane Raimondi with us today. She is going to share with you guys, what is compliance? Is it a scary word? It is not. Compliance just keeps our business compliant. It keeps our company healthy, like Lynn Laporte said a couple of weekends ago. And that was strong for me when you said that. Let's keep the company healthy. So go ahead, Diane, and share with us about compliance.
Okay, compliance. Don't be afraid of it because it's really not that difficult. In the dash, we have 8 modules that will explain the do's and don'ts of most products that we have. So the do's and don'ts, you don't want to say the gel will help you with, I don't know, arthritis. You want to say the gel may. Always use the word may and you'll be good. Never say will, because then you're making a claim. Never make a claim about health. The other claims you don't want to make is like, you don't want to make claims about hair growth. Things like that. You can say, instead of saying my hair is growing, even though it is, you can say, I feel that my hair has got lusher and more volume, or shinier, healthier, those types of words. Then when you get to the MLT and tri-MLTs, you have the this and that's. So the same thing applies with the tri-MLT and the this and that's. You don't want to make claims that you will lose 4 pounds in a week. You want to say you may have weight loss. So be careful with your wordings, and I strongly suggest you go through those 8 modules. They're short, and then there's a little quiz at the end. And if you have any questions, yeah, here's the this and that's. If you see, for example, with the ingredients, it says the key ingredients may promote emotional and mental support. That's good to say. You cannot say, I have not had any depression or anxiety. That's making a claim. So play on words, just be careful of that. Go through the modules, take the little test at the end. And if you still need any questions on a post, reach out to me, Lynn Laporte, Peg Tucker. We'll be glad to help you.
Thank you so much, Diane. And guys, Diane is always here to help. She's always that person you can reach out to if you have questions. So I love that. Thank you so much, Diane. I'm going to pass it over now. Paul Capozio, he's usually more talkative on these, but he was driving home, and I think he's home right now. So I think he can come on and share. But guys, Paul Capozio is our Diamond Ambassador here with New Life. He's the leader of this team, and he is just a wealth of knowledge and support for this team. He's the reason I am here. He's he comes from a background of Wall Street and building a $1.5 billion staffing company that he had. And he's come into network marketing and over 6 years been able to create a multiple 7-figure income here. But it's the support that he gives this team, the training that he gives this team, the way that he has a heart for the success of everybody here, that just stands out. And when we talk about leadership with New Life and having that be something that is very unique here, Paul is one of the reasons for that. So I definitely am excited for you guys to hear. He's going to share our 5 over 5, which is our DMO. So go ahead, Paul.
Thank you so much, Paul. Oh, I mean, Angel. Sorry, I'm reading your name tag there.
Oh.
Also, everybody did a great job. Diane and Lynn and Nancy and everybody just did such a wonderful job. And I really appreciate you guys kicking in, because the more you teach something, the more you learn that thing. And sometimes when we're coaching people, you know, on what to do, it reminds us on what we should be doing. Okay. You too, Peg, you know, you did a great job, but Peg's been a great trainer and a great leader for us for a long time. And not to mention Angel Chandler. Angel is probably one of the top trainers in network marketing, not only for New You Life. She joined New You Life, but she's been training with the likes of Tanya Lizer and Ray Higdon and so many other people over the years. And those people just don't pick leaders, you know, blindly. You know, they want to be able to make sure they're going to represent their brand properly. And we're really proud that she represents our brand. If you're watching this for the first time and this is the first call you're on, you're saying, wait a second, what's this company? What about all these products? This call specifically is what to do to get started. In fact, here's what I want everybody to start understanding. This call or the Monday call, even though it doesn't explain the whole business model, may be more effective for your people that are looking at the business, because most people in network marketing, they'll fall in love with the products, or somebody will tell them you can make a lot of money and all this other stuff, and they'll get them attracted to the business. But if they don't know they could actually do it, or what should they do? Angel, you opened up great when you said people join network marketing and then are just literally thrown to the wolves. When I was first building this business and I would talk to people on LinkedIn and I'm like, hey man, I'm into network marketing now and you should join with me. He's like, Paul, listen, I know you're a sharp guy. I've seen what you did in regular business, but I tried that network marketing thing a couple of years ago and the guy wouldn't even get on my calls. You know, he said I wasn't bringing him the right type of prospects, et cetera. So this industry has a bad name for just signing people up and walking away. If you understand compensation plans, okay, and most people say they do, most people don't. Many of the people in our business don't even know why it's so valuable to be on auto ship. They'll just be worried about the monthly price, not realizing they're getting a product and you don't know what carryover volume is. And there's a lot of people on this call that have anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000 US piled up in not understanding what carryover volume is. So Sheila's trying to get in 4 or 5 times. Let's make sure she gets in at least once. Guys, here's a simple system. You cannot build a network marketing business and make any kind of money unless you have a daily method of operation. If you don't devote a certain amount of time every single day to your business, you're not going to make any money. That's it, plain and simple. And it's all about communications. I was out with 2 distributors this morning. We had breakfast. And I literally showed them when I took the receipt for breakfast from the waitress, I had a conversation with her. I basically said, you know, you did a great job. How do you handle all of these tables, keep all of these orders straight? I'm watching. I said, how many tables do you normally run every morning? She goes, I'll serve about 40 separate tables. Every table averages 4 to 6 people. And I said, oh my God, that's fantastic. I said, I have something for you. Either give me your phone number or your email. I want to send something to you. I think this is something you need to take a look at. That's it. That's it. Right? That thing needs to be done every single day. You need to be making 5 new connections every single day. Guys, use 5/5. If you think you're using 5/5 and you haven't closed anybody in the last 30 days, you're not doing 5/5. Everyone who does 5/5 accurately and respects it and puts the time and effort in and is dedicated to it, we'll be putting in a distributor in, and you'll get to the point where you say, you know what, if you're closing a distributor a month right now, if you bring in a distributor or a customer, at least one every month, 5/5 will let you bring in 1 a week. And if you do this long enough, you'll be doing 1 to 2 a day. If I told you one of my teams does about 1,500 people per month, would you believe it? You want me to show you? And the reason they're able to do that is they're constantly talking to people. If they haven't spoken to a certain number of people every single day, they don't go to bed. Now, I'm not expecting everybody to have that kind of drive, but what I am telling you is you need a method of operation. And if you haven't made 5 new connections today, simply connecting with 5 new people on social media, Instagram, WhatsApp, it doesn't matter. If you go to a local restaurant and you pay your bill and you haven't spoken to that waitress or that waiter, you're not doing this business correctly. Because what are we doing? Guys, it's like dating, right? You're trying to figure out which of the people you come across in your life every single day that may have a value to your business. Not trying to sign up every single person. I signed up 127 people in my first year in New Life. 1 remained. So did I do the right thing? Well, technique-wise, I did the right thing. I learned how to close people, but I wasn't picking the right people. Right? You could do good. You can do so much better with 5 productive people than you can with 127 non-productive people that you basically coerced or forced into the business. So you want to make 5 new connections every single day. That means meet someone, not pitch someone. Not even tell them about the product. Get to know them. Find out if you even want them in your business. If people show you they're an idiot within the first 5 minutes of a conversation, they've done you a favor. This is not social work. If people show you who they are, go with it. The next thing is 5 new conversations every day. If you friend 5 new people a day on social media, and at the end of that day, that 5 days, you got 25 new people, you could start 25 new conversations. And then the same thing happens again. If they don't respond, they've showed you that they're not good communicators. They may respond 2 to 3 weeks later. When you do this enough, and you probably have at least 200 conversations going, you'll be able to do 5 new exposures every single day. If you have 200 conversations going, you will have 5 new exposures every day. What's an exposure? Inviting people to this call to take a look. That's an exposure, right? Sending someone a video, that's an exposure. Inviting them to Utah for the main event, it's an exposure, right? You hear an event in Florida or an event in Toronto or an event somewhere, invite people to go there to take a look. That's an exposure. From there, you follow up. Do they need more information? Do they need just a hello from you? Do you sometimes follow up with people just to stay connected to them because they're not ready yet? Or are you saying, are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? Who likes to hear that? No one. But you are waiting to see when people are ready. You just don't have to tell them that. And the last thing is, if you do those things, all those things 5 times every single day, you'll be able to collect 5 new decisions every day. Now, do I personally collect 5 new decisions every day? No. Do you think in my team there are 5 decisions collected every day? No. There are hundreds collected in my organization every day because I teach this system over and over and over and over and over again. You may be smarter than me. In fact, most of you on this call are smarter than me. But how do you know a guy where there is Paul here? Paul is in Nigeria. Paul, are you there? Can you wave to everybody, Paul? Just wave. There you go. Paul's all the way in Nigeria. How would Paul, who's a huge builder in network marketing, by the way, he's got more network marketing experience than I do. How are we going to know what Paul's team is doing all the way over in Nigeria if we don't have systems that people are going to duplicate? Paul is a top network marketer. He's been building network marketing for years. He's got people all over the world, but that doesn't mean his people are that experienced. So stop thinking how great you are and start giving people tools to make them great. Because it's very hard to find a Paul. It's very hard to find a Dr. Abbas or a Danny or an Angel or a Nancy or a Peg Tucker or a Lynn or a Diane or any of the people on this call, right? You're not looking for the every superstar because they're few and far between. What you're looking for is a system that could make everyone a superstar. And the way you make everyone a superstar is a simple system. And by the way, let's say Paul goes on vacation. And he says to me, Paul, I got somebody in Ghana, or I got somebody in South Africa, or in Australia. And he says, I'm going on vacation. I need you to coach this person for me. And Paul is using the system, the 5/5 system. And I've never spoken to his distributor before, but I need to coach that distributor because Paul asked me to call him. All I have to do is say, hey, it's very nice to meet you. I know you're over in Australia. Paul's on vacation. But I wanted to ask you, he said you're having a little bit of trouble building your business. Tell me about Monday and how many new connections did you make? And they say, well, I was busy. My dog was sick. Okay, great. This system is self-diagnosis. All you need to do is ask these simple questions of people to find out if they're doing what it takes to build a business. So if you interview somebody 3 to 4 times, and when you tell them, did you have 5 new conversations today? And their answer is always no, they're not using a system. And then you could tell them, well, this is why you're not building. So you need simple systems that are self-accountable, that people could say, I'm not going to sleep tonight until I send out 5 videos. Until I send out 5 new videos today, I'm not going to go to sleep. Now, you're going to say, well, that may be pretty drastic. Well, what are you here for? You're here to build a business. And we're here to give you the tools, the support, and the confidence to be able to do that. Everyone wants to be a boss. Everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. Everyone wants to be the person that they project themselves to be on social media. But here we're giving you the tools to actually do it. So here's what I need you to do. Stop telling me you're committed to 5 over 5, and you got to start committing yourself to 5 over 5 every single day. 5 new connections, 5 new conversations, 5 new exposures, 5 follow-ups, and you will be collecting a decision every single day. And by the way, sometimes you got to get to a no. You can kill this. You could bring us up to full screen. You could tell us a no faster than a yes. Because some of you people don't want to hear the word no. You'd rather hear the word maybe forever, and that's what's holding back your business. So let's start doing the systems that are working for the people who are making money. Let's start doing the systems that you know that this system will work on the continent of Africa, on the continent of Europe, on the continent of North America, and we're all doing the same thing. Now, everyone could put their little twist on it, and everyone, but if you don't have people having conversations every single day, this business will not grow for you. And this is an amazing business. It's an absolutely amazing business. I'm very proud to be part of the $1 Million Circle and all the great awards that we had, but I can't get you there until you commit to yourself. Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I got a little tough on you guys, but I know you want it. I know you want to build this desperately. And I know you're trying to be, you're just confused about why is that thing not happening for me? You're not having honest conversations with people. And when somebody tells you no, believe them. Don't take them off your list, but believe them. Nancy beat us up, Paul. Okay, so anybody have any questions? Anybody have any concerns? Anybody have any issues they're dealing with before we say goodbye? Not philosophically. Go ahead,
Angel. A couple of things. First of all, I want to recognize Chuni is here from Kenya. So guys, and I love what you're saying, Paul.
Where's Chuni?
Yeah,
where is she?
She's here. She's not on camera, but she's here.
Oh, okay. I see her. I see.
Yes,
I see.
So it
Hi,
was just
Chuni.
a blessing to meet Paul and Chuni through Dr. Abbas, and of course Danny, who brought in Dr. Abbas. But guys, what Paul is saying, and it's really a decision for yourself of how bad you want this, and it's not a question of will this work. It's will it work for you, and are you going to decide for it to work for you? And the worst thing, guys, is to sit back and watch it happen in front of you, and then turn around and say, "I wish I would have. I had everything in front of me. I should have done it. I wish I would have," right? You don't want to have that situation happen. So the fact that we've got somebody from Lebanon, from Nigeria, from Kenya, all on one call, right? They see the value of New Life. They see the opportunity here. They're excited about it. Talking to Chuni, she understands the importance of these products for women and what they're going to do for all of the women that she knows, 40 plus, going through perimenopause, menopause, what this product, what Somaderm, how it's changing lives, right? It comes down to the core of Somaderm and what people see in it. And not only that, again, I'll say the unique opportunity we have here. The fact that we are the only one, we are a category creator. We're bursting into new countries every single week. People are seeing this opportunity. Don't be the one that sat there watching everybody run away with it, right? I want to bring up John Burton. John Burton had shared a great story with me today or this week about reinvigorating your team, John. So tell me about how TryMLT has lit the butts of some people on your team this week and what you've experienced, because I know you had a lot of success. You were sharing, it's not necessarily new people, but it's people newly engaged. So would love to hear from you on that.
Thanks, Angel. Yeah, I like to say try the tribe. And there's something about this particular product. Not only does it work for you, but a lot of people say that there's, hey, have you ever heard of a gateway drug? I think this is a gateway product. Yes, it doesn't give you your 140 points that people would have to maintain their eligibility, but it's a gateway to get them in with a believability factor to be introduced to all the other products we have, especially our flagship foundational product with Somaderm Gel. So I've been doing the teachings that you and Paul have been teaching for years now, and I'm always myself, and sometimes I have to fall back on those things because it's training over and over. We learned in the Marines, it's training over and over, and it's not practice makes perfect, it's perfect practice makes perfect. So I try to emulate the exact teachings. So I taprooted into my downline some people that have kind of fallen off. Their membership is still active, but they're not active for commissions because they haven't purchased in a while. Excuse me. Let me clear my throat. Sorry. And the Tri-MLT is just so exciting because why? It has almost instantaneous results. There's some people that have told me they felt it right when it's in their mouth, that the hormones are being activated with your saliva glands, your taste buds, excitotoxins, kind of like that. There's no excitotoxins, but it has that effect of like, wow, because it tastes so good. And then up to 15 minutes is when it starts kicking in. So I spoke with a power couple friends of mine that joined in on the Somaderm Soma Plus Deluxe Pack some months ago. And I reinvigorated with introducing the Tri-MLT. They bought a double box of it. And now, because of that, they're going to be looking back into getting the gel because they weren't being consistent with it, even though they had results in the beginning. But some people, it could be kind of a fad. So now they're going to get back into that. Then I contacted my second distributor I ever signed up, and she's been excited. Paul's met her in Houston before, and Estefania, and she got reinvigorated because right now, everybody, we have double FOB, which is first order bonus. So we got her to not only get a month supply of Soma Night for her son, but she signed up her youngest sister in the business with an executive 8-pack. And so what that did is gives her $240 and her sister 600 points in the business. So she's already rocking and rolling with that. And then shortly after that, my very first distributor, or member, I should say, is my girlfriend. And she signed up. Next month will be exactly 3 years for me, my gel-iversary. I signed her up shortly after that. I said, look, you just got to get into this. Let's get positioned, get yourself on the gel and all that, because she really needs it. And I've been talking about her best friend, one of her best friends, and he's 47. He's a cancer research nurse at MD Anderson, Houston, and he's getting back into gymnastics again. So I said, hey, you got to try this out with the Tri-MLT. And then he's already been on the gel before, but he never signed up under anybody. So in short, we signed up on the gel Tri-MLT combo pack, and I've been messaging with him right now just before I started speaking, and he just received his pack last night. He's going to be Monday through Friday, even though I told him to stack up on the gel. But anyway, it's all about tap rooting, guys, because Paul can tell you himself that when he first started, how many people did he sign up on LinkedIn? And then how many people remained after a short amount of time? And I've signed up several people in 3 years. And it's all about what Lynn mentioned earlier, is the follow-up. We have to follow up, and it can be kind of cringe, but there's a technique to it using human psychology, and it's not being manipulative. I want to be manipulated properly too, because nobody wants to be sold, but they're buying stuff all the time. Well, I want to be sold. Okay. Sell me. Tell me the reason why I should be getting this. Don't BS me, but because I can find the BS, but I want to be sold on this. So explain it properly to me. And that's why for 2.5 years, I've been waking up every morning at 9 a.m. my time, getting myself ready, sometimes just wetting my hair and putting on a decent shirt with pajamas on, so I can be on this particular call. And then sometime, and it's just valuable. I take the screenshots. It's repetition over and over again on your training, because sometimes when I'm speaking to somebody, I hear Paul in my head, or I'll hear Angel in my head, or I might hear Brooke in my head. It's just Danny. Sometimes I literally hear the voices in my head, and then it speaks out.
John,
So
I don't know if you really want to admit that in public about the voices in your head, especially if it's this. I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
you always disparage yourself slightly, Paul, with your accent, but I love your accent, and I think
Thank
that the accentuations that you use and how you do it is very sincere. Not only just because of New Life, but because your years of Wall Street, 25 plus years on Wall Street, and then the believability factor because you saw it in your wife with her Hashimoto's. That's when it kicked in for you. So I always say I came for the gel, but I stayed for the testimonies. It's really that big deal, guys. And when you look at the 5/5, I mean, you want to understand the compensation plan. It took me a while for it to click, but when it did, the believability factor shot through the roof. And Angel, that's one of the believability things that's happened with me. What reignited me was looking at the potential of what you can actually make to maybe free yourself up, so you can change people's lives at a full-time basis. Now, I want to do this full-time and a little bit of music on the side. And eventually, Paul and I are going to be on the same stage. He's going to have that bass. I'll have the trumpet. We're going to be kicking butt sometime. But what I say, people, there's the FOMO, the fear of missing out. Get in this position right now with this company. Why? Because we haven't hit critical mass yet. We're not at the 10% of popularity where businesses explode all the way from 10% to 90%. That's where the millionaires can be made. Yeah, it only took Paul 5 months to do it, but he says, I'm lazy. I'm just going to pound it down until I get to here. That way I can just relax and just run the business now. And he's got teams of people that he, like generals. And that's what I want. That's what you should want. And then we can change lives forever, generations through. Thanks, Angel.
That's
Wow, wow, wow.
perfect.
Very
Thank you so
powerful,
much.
John. You always deliver. Sorry, Angel. Go ahead.
No, there was just two things that John mentioned too that I wanted to kind of just quickly bring up. Couple of training things actually, because first of all, the Tri-MLT, you mentioned that ordering Tri-MLT monthly does not keep somebody qualified. Make sure your people know that, guys. It's only 70 points. So they're going to have to come up to that 140, right? So make sure your people know that. Second of all, because I did have somebody who was just ordering Tri-MLT and they didn't realize they weren't qualified, right? So that's a learning lesson there. And taprooting, as John said, and that may be a new term for some people. What does taprooting mean? It means going down into the people that you have, either customers or builders, or who do those people know, or who did they bring in that's never even met you because they brought them in and you didn't even know they were on your team. Go down and look. And especially with your customers, now that you're going to be having people successful with Tri-MLT who may have zero desire to ever do this business. They didn't come in as a distributor. They're just a customer. They're happy with the Tri-MLT. If they have great results, make sure you're going to those people and saying, I am so happy that you're having great results. Who could you refer me to? I know you don't want to build this business, and that's fine. And I totally appreciate that. But who do you know that you could refer me to? Who do you think could also enjoy this product? Who would like to have the results that you do? If you refer people to me, I'll give you a discount, or maybe you toss them the commission that you would have made on their purchase, right? Give them 10%, 20% off, whatever you can do. But give them a little bonus for bringing you people. That is taprooting into your customers as well. So you definitely want to be doing that. Yes, go ahead, John.
Yeah, just to follow up with that, that's awesome information. Is right now on that Tri-MLT, guys, if you sign up as a member, you can get it for $80 a box on a subscription all the way until January of 2025. So the one box is not going to get it there, but 2 boxes will be 160, and you get 2 months supply. Or if you have it for yourself, these little sachets, I don't have one in front of me because it's not my day to have it. It's Monday through Friday for me. But you can just hand these off to people and say, hey, try this up, shake it up, and just try it right here. Let's do it together. And you'll get the believability factor kicked in right there. That's 160, and then you'll have your quota for the month, so you can stay active for commissions.
So one of the things I'll tell you is that, you mentioned the gateway drug thing, and I don't know if that's the best analogy.
I did say gateway product. I was just relating to
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So but the bottom line is this: one of the things that's great about MLT is the price point that it's at, and the effectiveness that it has, and the testimonials that are going to be coming, including mine and Curtis's and the people that are getting these instant results, right? That is somewhere you need to start. Don't always worry about starting at 140 or just getting them on the gel because you want to, you have to start thinking in greater volumes when you're building a business. So if you have a product that's this effective, like Tri-MLT is, that will get them. And I say this in the interview that I did in Utah, where then they'll trust you with this product, the effectiveness of the product, and they're willing to try a product like Somaderm. Somaderm, for some people, could take a month before they feel anything, right? So what's going to keep them doing it? How about if I've never had anybody in the history of my business with New Life, I've never had anybody not have a result after 3 months. But most people, especially in the United States, are not going to stay on this product for 3 months hoping for a result, but unless they trust you. And Tri-MLT is a big trust builder, because the Tri-MLT product alone, people are going to get results in a week, 2 weeks. They're going to feel something almost instantly. That's going to build the trust to take the chance on a product that's a little bit more of a time investment. We know I'm on the product for 6 years, right? I'm 60 years old. This product is super powerful. But the point is, just because you saying it are not going to make everyone believe it. But if you give them something that's going to work, I mean, so many people have taken the Soma Night product, and they're sleeping better the first night, right? So utilize these products to build the trust, utilize these products to build the effectiveness, the proof of effectiveness. Once you have that, now you have a loyal customer. Okay. People go back to the same restaurant because they love the food. And if the chef comes out and says, listen, I got something very special tonight, you know, some very exotic dish. If you've never eaten there before at that restaurant, you probably wouldn't try it. But if you've been going to the restaurant for the last 5 years, and every time you've eaten there, the food has been good and it's your regular place, and the chef comes out and said, look, I know you don't like pork, or I know you don't like chicken, or whatever that you don't like, but I want you to try this dish, you're more apt to try it. And all of a sudden now you're a chicken lover or you're a pork lover or whatever. So the Tri-MLT is a very, very powerful product that way. And just because you wish you had the better points, don't be greedy in the short term to give up the success of a successful business in the long term. Don't forget your 5/5, guys. I know you're not doing it because I don't see the results in your business. You'll see the results in the business for people who are talking to people. I think what you're doing is you understand the basis of it. So you're doing 1 or 2 things at a time. I had my conversations today, but you're not consistently making sure you hit those numbers. And if you're not consistent, right, you're not going to have a consistent check either. Okay. So, Angel, I'm going to let you take us out. Paul, great seeing you all the way from halfway across the world. Dr. Abbas, thank you. I know you had some other guests on. And we will be doing another call on Monday night and another call on Wednesday night. Angel, back to you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you everybody today for sharing. And honestly, if anybody needs, like if you have a group of people that you want to bring, we're always open to doing another Zoom presentation too. I was talking to Donna earlier this week and she had somebody and it was like, hey, just ask me to come on a Zoom. I'd love to present. We don't, you know, if you need something sooner, let us know. That's what we're here for. It doesn't mean wait until Wednesday to get results. If you've got somebody that you think would benefit from a presentation with us, just let us know and we would love to do that with you. So we appreciate you guys so much for taking time out on your Saturday to come and hang out and build your business. But that means go out and build your business. Saturdays are one of the biggest days to go and build your business. So absolutely be out there doing that. Do the 5/5, at least get it done. Then go on with your day. If you have family stuff, commitments, if you're partying like Nancy all the time, then go out and do that if that's what you need to do. But we appreciate you guys and let us know anything you need. Love you so much. And yes.
Yeah, and one last thing. So Angel just texted me about how important tap rooting is. We're going to work probably in Utah and a couple other, we're going to put together an amazing tap rooting course for you to really be able to dig down and get deep in there for your tap rooting. So we're going to work on that. We're going to come up with a whole new training so to be able to rekindle. Imagine if you had 200 inactive people and you were able to get 10% of those people back, just 10%. Okay, just 20 of them. How would you feel?
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel if those 200 people that have been sitting in your organization doing nothing, I want you to go down and look how many people you have down below you in your organization, and if we can get you 10% of them back. Now, by the way, it doesn't have to be that 10%. It could be who they're going to introduce you to. I know you love New You Life. I know you quit. I know it's out of your system. I know you can't stand us anymore, but you do know this is a good company. You do know Alexi's a great guy. You do know we have a whole bunch of new products. Who do I need to know? I know you're burnt out on network marketing. The best way to motivate your old team is to build a new team beneath them. The best way to motivate your old team is to build a new team beneath them. Okay. Peg, you're writing. What are you writing?
That.
Come on. Unmute.
Taking notes.
There you go. I think I want you in particular, go back and look at all those people and Rick and all of those people. And there's got to be 10% in there that would say, oh, try MLT.
Yes. And Paul, real quick, you on your site, click on people that haven't purchased in the past 6 months and you can get a list and then just go boom, boom.
You don't want to see mine. It's ridiculous.
Well, yours is huge. Yeah.
You know, but yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys, I just wanted to say that we're going to work on this tap rooting course for you. We're gonna have, we got a few other courses coming in. There's gonna be some amazing training. A lot of us are doing our slides for the speaking event in Utah. Those of you going to Utah, there's gonna be some amazing content there. Okay, those of you who can't go, we will try to recap for you as a follow-up to what happened in Utah. Okay, we will make that maybe one of the Monday night calls. Maybe we'll do a 2-hour call. Angel, anything else before we say goodbye?
No, this was awesome. Love you guys. Thank
All
you
right.
so
Love
much.
you guys. Bye-bye.
Go Bills.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye,
Yeah.
guys.
Welcome aboard, y'all.